Fistula Care Plus to ultimately improve access to fistula prevention and treatment in Nigeria. Rashidat Mustafa Olagunju has more.
Fistula is an abnormal hole between the bladder or rectum and the female organ, characterized by continuous and uncontrollable leakage of urine or feces following complications during childbirth. Records indicate that about 400,000 to 800,000 women are living with this challenge in Nigeria, with about 12,000 to 20,000 cases recorded annually, while only 10% of this number are treated.
Stereotype, cultural values, norms, and beliefs, it makes it very difficult for women and even the men alike to come up and say that, yes, I have this kind of problem in my family.
Fistula is a preventable condition. It is a treatable condition. Women out there who have fistula should go to the different centers that we have in 10 states of Nigeria for treatment.
It's we that have been in it that we will not talk to them. Come out. I was once like you, was a victim, but now you can see me bubbling with life.
The Fistula Care Plus is a 5-year project repackaged by USAID to prevent, manage, and finally eliminate VVF from Nigeria, as obtained in some industrialized country. In Abuja, Rashidat Mustafa Olagunju, NTA News.
And still on health matters, as part of measures to contain the spread of Ebola in Nigeria, West African Examination Council (WAEC) team has embarked on November-December screening of WAEC candidates in Abuja, Nigeria's capital. Correspondent Obiageli Ugoke monitored the exercise, which was carried out in 5 centers within the city.
In the ongoing November-December examinations, management of the council embarked on a random Ebola screening of the candidate.
We've acquired scanners, we've made sanitizers available, face masks and hand gloves to our supervisors who are going to be interacting with people from various backgrounds.
WAEC has taken a proactive step to be sure that the safety of the candidates is not compromised.
These candidates, they explained, are the first set of the newly introduced walk-in candidate examinations, where a student can participate in the examinations without prior registration.
The walk-in candidate, it actually allows you to, because you have 1 or 2 deficiencies, and these are the only things you need to remedy. So you come in and then you, for instance, today we write in English. The next time might be maybe mathematics, and there are those who just need only mathematics and 1 other paper. So I think it's a very good innovation.
I've been tested for Ebola. They said I was okay, and mostly all of us here are okay. So
apart from Ebola screening, biometric features of candidates were captured to check examination malpractice, which is the first of its kind in West Africa. In Abuja, Obiageli Ugoke, NTA News.
The Association of Medical Laboratory Scientists of Nigeria has supported the federal government's decision to reopen schools. The group made their position known at a media conference in Abuja. Aisha Tuzango Abdullahi has details.
President of the association, Dr. Godswill Okara, says the group's position at any time is based on hard scientific evidence.
We would like to appeal to the NUT, the National Union of Teachers, not to overreact. It is not in the place of teachers to manage disease condition.
However, the association voiced its displeasure over the importation of vaccines.
Our colleagues were in charge of the vaccine production lab in Yaba that produced doses of yellow fever vaccine. It is with sadness that we observe that government allowed the facilities to fall apart. The enabling environment should be created, the facilities should be updated and reactivated, and medical laboratory scientists given the professional backing and official support by government to produce these vaccines.
The body commended the leadership displayed by the federal government in making available the financial resources and logistic inputs needed to curtail the Ebola virus disease. In Abuja, Aisha Zango Abdullahi, NTA News.
And in the meantime, as part of efforts to improve health care delivery for military personnel and civilians, the first phase of the Nigerian Army 44 Reference Hospital, Kaduna, has been commissioned. Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Kenneth Minima, said it is a milestone in the Nigerian Army. Mohammed Lawal Baba reports.
Of the Ultramodern Radio Diagnostic Center of the Nigerian Army 44 Reference Hospital Kaduna consists of digital X-ray, OPS room, monography, fluoroscopy, and bright speed scanner, among others. Chief of Army Staff Lieutenant General Kenneth Minima said it is the effort of the current administration to strengthen and improve healthcare delivery.
We needed to develop and establish a level 4 hospital of the UN status and standing for the Nigerian Army, given our contribution to United Nations peacekeeping activities. And I think with this, we are fulfilling part of that requirement.
The Army Chief said it will go a long way in meeting the needs of those who may have to travel outside the country for qualitative health care. Corps Commander Medical, Major General Obashino Ogumbi, said the hospital is being upgraded to assume United Nations status.
The hospital has continued to strive to contribute her quota by providing optimum level of healthcare services of highest quality to all clients within available resources.
The Nigerian Army 44 Reference Hospital Kaduna is the premier Nigerian Army hospital. It is a 300-bed hospital with over 25 departments. In Kaduna, Muhammad Lawal Baba, NTA News.
And this is Panorama on the network service of the NTA. Let's pause for some messages now. The news continues shortly.
The struggle for independence had been a long and tough one. Our founding fathers and compatriots sacrificed their comfort and even shed their blood. We cannot at this point in history afford to spirit away their sacrifices for immediate but temporary gains of today. Let us emphasize what unites and not what divides us. Working for the unity of purpose with a stronger vision for a better tomorrow. NTA, growing with the nation.
Together, no matter where you come from, no matter your religion, we are one. Let's live together. Let's stop fighting each other. Let us live as one. It doesn't matter where you come from, your tribe or religion, man, woman or child. It doesn't matter who you are. Put Nigeria first. No matter where you come from, no matter your religion, we are one. Let's live together.
How can we develop when we're always in crisis? Families have become refugees in their country. No matter our differences, show some understanding.
No matter where you come from, no matter your religion, we are one. Let's live together.
Nigeria, the only country we can train with remarkable potentials to excel. Let us believe in ourselves and change our attitude for the sake of our country and generations unborn. Let us revive our cultural values, which are our essence as a nation. Let us renew the spirit of patriotism and hope in our dear country. Do not take or give bribe. Be punctual always. No more African time. We can't expect to be global citizens and operate on African time. Join the queue. Insist that people are attended to on a first-come basis, no matter who they are or where they come from.
Nigeria, good people, great nation.
Glad to have you back. The Federal Road Safety Corps has recorded a decrease of almost 5% rate of road crashes within the second quarter as against the first quarter of this year. The Corps Marshal of the FRSC, Boboye Oyeyemi, gave the figure during the Conference of Unit Commanders in Abuja. Aliu Kabir reports.
The Federal Road Safety Corps has also recorded 18% decrease in the number of fatalities within the second quarter, which is equivalent to 1,332 deaths as against 1,640 within the first quarter of 2014. Towards sustaining this tempo, the Corps Marshal Boboy Oyemi urged the 194 unit commanders to step up.
We started this a few weeks ago by having a strategic session with the zonal sector command, first with the management, and to assess where we're coming from, where we are, what we want to do. And the mandate given to us by Mr. President, one, we have keyed into the transformation agenda, and secondly, is also for us to, for the public, Nigerians, to know we are capable of what we are doing.
The conference, with a theme consolidating the gains of the Corps for greater performance, is geared towards 15% in the reduction of road crashes and 25% fatality, in line with the Accra Declaration and the United Nations Decade of Action. In Abuja, Aliu Kabir, NTA News.
The federal government says it is ready to maximize the benefits of the Kashimbila Dam in Taraba State by developing the eco-tourism potentials of the multi-purpose project. Feasibility study on that is now the task before the Interministerial Technical Committee on the project, as members inspected the multi-million naira project, from where Musbaudan Wahab reports.
Being a preventive measure at containing any further unforeseen breakage of Lake Nyos in Cameroon, which led to the concept 2,000 hectares of land would also be irrigated from it, while also providing drinking water to about 400,000 people.
Mr. President himself took it as a challenge to complete this project, realizing the ecological disaster that might happen to the country if the breakage of Lake Nyos is not contained.
Now the dam aspect, which is the central component of the multipurpose project, is 95% complete, and the project manager says the December deadline for its completion stands. In the hydropower section, where the kinetic energy will be converted to electricity, 4 turbines are already installed, and each of them has a capacity to generate 10 megawatts of electricity. The site, being in the valley of Kashimbila, also presents a peculiar natural scenery, and now the government is cashing in on that to exploit the tourism potentials of the project.
We have a theme park, then we're going to, the wildlife, if there's anyone here, we're going to be developed.
The Kashimbila multi-purpose dam project was applauded at the World Water Week just concluded in Sweden. From Kashimbila, Musbau and Wahab, NT News.
From infrastructural development to business now, non-involvement of the organized private sector has been jeopardizing good programs for small and medium enterprises development. In Gombe State, correspondent Usman Aliyu says key actors who could have been the managers of SMEs are not able to play their role of identifying deserving players whenever there are programs as a result of that.
With skills of local technology, productive population, experience in commerce and trade, Gombe State could have been a highly industrialized state in the northeast Nigeria. Income generation for self-reliance and even contribution of revenue may not be the issues and problems. The big question is, are local entrepreneurs getting capital easy to grow their business?
Our problem for accessing the loan, one of the bureaucracy is the issue of collateral. A small-scale businessman cannot afford a collateral. For you to get the certificate of occupancy, that was CO4 in the state, most of the state governors are not even signing the CO4 in time. So how can a person get the collateral?
We have the businesses and we are productive, but we are not getting support. And mostly sometimes you see government will tell you that we have products of 220 billion, we have product of 2 billion naira to the SMEs, but it's all talks. It's everywhere, it's just talks. Because if you go there to access the fund, you cannot get it.
Ali Garba is also a member of the network prize. He believes that lack of records of business and patronage by local people and government are the impediments to the growth of small and medium enterprise in Nigeria.
We have a lot of outlets. We have about 230 outlets of producing cooking oil, animal fats oil everywhere. So the problem is that we are not patronizing what we are producing.
Many programs have been floated to the benefits of the small and medium entrepreneurs.
Of course, you have heard of the CBN's 220 billion naira, which has been launched by Mr. President. just about 2 weeks ago. And I want to assure you on this, our traders, our cooperative members are all going to access this facility.
Stakeholders in small and medium business are optimistic that the current policies will make difference. In Gombe, Usman Aliu, NTA News.
The Nigeria High Commissioner to the UK, Dr. Dalhatu Sarki Tafida, has been presented with a certificate of the Commonwealth Foundation Initiative for his personal commitment to the ideals of the foundation. From London, Hawa Yusufuntua reports.
Foundation is a development organization with an international remit and reach, uniquely situated at the interface between government and civil society. In year 2012, Nigeria was elected as one of the 8 members of grant committee that review and approve grant application, where every person is able to fully participate and contribute to the sustainable development of a peaceful and equitable society. The Nigerian High Commissioner to the UK was presented with the certificate of a joint initiative between Nigeria and the Commonwealth Foundation.
It's a certificate that would be kept in this mission for future heads of section of the political, so that they can see what we have done and they keep the flag flying.
That we engage Nigerian civil society organisations and provide them with information on the facilities.
The Commonwealth Foundation has the responsibility of bringing stakeholders together to generate creative and innovative solutions and promote thoughtful analysis and learning. Hawa Yusufuntua, NTA News.
Sports now. Football action resumes midweek nationwide as Mayweather beats Maidana in boxing. Correspondent Amanzi Marcus reports. Well, we sincerely apologize as we cannot bring you sports right now. We will bring you in our subsequent bulletin. But just before we go, it is your right to challenge anybody suspected to be involved in unwholesome activities around you. Be security conscious. And that concludes Panorama. Nationwide news comes up at 4. Thank you for watching.